What's going on YouTube? BryceCrispy94 here, bringing you another miniature painting video. And if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, we are diving into D&D Frameworks. So this is Dungeons and Dragons framework set. The first one of these I wanted to do was a basilisk, because the mini looks awesome, but it has been delayed for months. So Miniature Market had a sale the other day. This was on sale. I was like, screw it, let's grab it. So I got it here. I've never done one of these. I've painted framework stuff. The Acerak that we painted, that was in a framework. And well, this framework was on sprues, and some of the, what is that studio, Gale Force 9 stuff that we've painted, it comes on like pegs. Well, you've seen it if you've watched the videos, but this is like, you know, Warhammer. So this is really my first experience with something like this. The Acerak one, it was, but also wasn't. So what do we have here? We have, it's like smoke or steam or something. There's the base. Get that correct. It's so funny, like I think of Ogre being just massive thing, but that's a hill giant. I mean, it's still massive, don't get me wrong. Like a little Volstagg on that base, you know. I'm assuming these are our instructions. Cool. So this is one of those things where, oh, we can have multiple weapons, multiple arms, depending. Like, you know, I have this cool arm there. We got the ball and chain arm, which I like that it's not just like a straight ball and, well, I mean, it is a ball and chain. There's the ankle lock and everything, but it's not just, you know, like a, what's the word I'm looking for? What is that called? All I can think of is mace, but it's not that. If I think of it later, we will get it. The bear skin that can go on him or not, because I believe it looks almost like you can put the bear skin on him, or you can stick the arrows in him. Or are the arrows in a specific arm? Maybe. Oh no, the arrows are in an arm. Okay, we're probably gonna put the bear skin on our guy. 1 second, because I forgot to grab something. Okay, so I got these are magnets. I'm going to try, I got me a little hand drill here, got it off Amazon, it's pretty cheap. Gonna try and, you know, do the multiple arms. So I'm going to cut real quick, get these all cut out, and then we'll look at the individual pieces. Scratch everything I just said. I cut this out and I was like, oh, awesome. And I'm like, oh my god, I need to prime these still, so it's going to be much easier to prime them while they're all, you know, still in the sprues. This little guy is unfortunately not going to be primed with those, but I got some hand primer. I'm just gonna prime everything gray, say screw it. So yeah, I will be back when everything is primed. Okay, so we're back. The model is primed for the most part. It's not assembled, but I just want to go over some of the pieces. So this piece, which was primed differently because, you know, also no spare can. Oh, heads up. Be careful when you are playing with this Zacto knives. I think trimming the sprue on this guy or this guy, one of these guys. I think it's that one right there. And Zacto knife slipped, and yep, super fun. Anyway, here we have the body, which this piece of sprue on. Not glued together yet, but I will be gluing it together. I got an awesome tip from, oh, I forgot the name of that, Paint to Life, saying assemble it and paint it, but paint this separately because it gives you a little more room to paint, and I like that. So that's what we will be doing. we will be painting his legs. Ken doll, ogre, but we will be painting those separately. Which we will be painting most of the pieces separately because, well, I can probably put the arms on and paint them, as they will be magnetized on there. This piece, it's really hard to see, but it's a little helmet. I don't know that we'll be using that. I have no idea what this piece is. I keep looking and searching and no one knows what the heck it is, according to most videos I found on the internet, so probably won't be using that. I don't know. I might use this. Oh, I forgot to clean the sprue up on that, but it's basically just, you know, I think like a rod with like a hot coal on the end of it. So we'll see. I'll just kind of go like that, and I figured I could probably glue it into that. See, and that won't even look that good, so I doubt we use that piece actually, but we will definitely be using this piece because I kind of like that with just the brass knuckle look, but I also really like this wooden spike. So I'm going to go ahead and get it glued up and put the magnets in it off cam. And then when it's more glued, I will bring you guys back. Okay, yeah, I failed. I got the magnets in, like so, but yeah, decided to just go with some glue because the magnets were not strong enough to hold the pieces, which was a little sad. I had some bigger ones, but the bigger ones wouldn't fit, so I just said screw it. We're doing ball and chain and spiky stick, even though I did really like this attachment too. My camera's reverse. I don't like that. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Back again. So many cuts in this video, but yeah, whatever. You guys are here more for the painting anyway, rather than me chit-chatting. So I am gonna go with the necklace as well. I just couldn't get the bear to work. Also, like, looking at the bear, it lays like that, and then it doesn't lay like flat. Maybe is that my fault? Is this a sprue I just didn't clip right? I don't know. Let me look. No, it just, I don't like how far back the bear head is on it. The base image just has the necklace on there. So yeah, probably just gonna go with the necklace. I like it more anyway. Also, I've noticed that the primer on this thing was not as dry as I thought. So when I was messing around with the arms, yeah, my hands got pretty gray. So yeah, so we got the necklace. I am gonna also put the severed heads because I like those. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with this little helmet, but for now, these pieces, they're just gonna go off into a little piece bin, and we'll see what happens to them. There's all this like stuff from the drill. I was going to, and it was going to be really cool, but it just didn't happen. There's that big gap in his shoulder. I have some tools on the way. There's silicone. I think it was here. There's silicone sculpting tools, because my metal ones I have, green stuff gets stuck to them and it makes it much harder to work with. So I'm hoping the silicone ones will do a little better, and I might try and fill that gap right there with those. But yeah, let's talk about how we're actually going to paint this thing. So everything's skin is going to be base coated in Crusader skin, and then I'm going to use fair skin and goblin skin to kind of build that up. I think the Crusader skin will be the darkest, and then we'll do the Goblin skin, and then the Fair skin to build that up. And Fair skin is Corpse Pale from Army Painter, and Goblin skin is unique to the D&D line. So, the furs. The furs are going to be the dirt splatter. I was also going to do that for the bear, but since I'm not using the bear, yeah, just dirt splatter. Wood, we're going to go with a nice wood stain brown, and then the like inner parts of the wood, like the spike, will be the driftwood brown. For his belt, I have a nice leather brown. And then for the skull on the necklace, as well as his teeth, I believe, I've got a nice skeleton bone. And I might actually do this wrap on his wrist in the skeleton bone. We'll see. Or I may grab out shield brown, or maybe a different color. I could use Brain Matter beige actually, and then hit that with a brown wash. That's probably what we'll do for that wrap on his hand. Next, I've got gunmetal for the boots. The boots right here will also probably be done in the leather brown. But we got the gunmetal for all the metal bits. We've got a nice castle gray for his gray there. Then I'm going to do the severed heads. Their hair will be done in grim black. And then probably the fair skin for their faces. And then I've got some glistening blood for, the severed parts of their head. May do some blood running down. Also do blood around the arrows. The chain. This is a metal chain. Oh, I just broke it. Oh, it's breaking. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Ooh, how the heck did I do that? Well, I'll put some glue on it and fix that. I swear. Oh, yep, that thing is toast. Oh, crappers. Yeah, thought it was dry. That makes me sad. So I will fix that off screen. But yeah, for now, let's get to painting. we are back with the completed Ogre from D&D Frameworks collection. Few things worked how I wanted them to, a few things didn't quite work so well. So before I get into all of that, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button on the video. Lets me know you guys like this content. Comment if you want to see something done differently, maybe suggest a miniature to paint. I know we do the community vote every month, but I mean, I'm all up for suggestions on what to paint, because sometimes I'm like, I mean, I have a shelf full of 3D printed crap that needs painted, and a little cubicle full of Nolzur's minis that need painted, and I still don't know which one to paint sometimes. So suggestions are fine, and subscribe if you're not already, because that's like the main way to see all this stuff. But time for the big reveal. The Ogre, all nice and painted up, got those glowing orange eyes, put it on like a nice slate kind of cavey background base. Added some of the Deadland stuff because I think that looks really good with the slate rocks. But yeah, okay, so a couple things I want to talk about. The heads actually turned out like super good. So the necklace. So originally I was going to do tiny. Yeah, I was going to do the bear skin and the necklace. Once I got the bear skin assembled and started putting it on the Ogre, I was like, I just don't like the way it sits on him. It sits back. It'd be cool if the bear head kind of came over his head, but it just really didn't do that. And so I had already cut the necklace to make it so it just kind of stuck out from the bearskin paws, and I just could not get it to go back together for the life of me. So I kind of just said, screw it. No necklace, no bearskin. So that's what happened there. I already explained that the magnets I bought, which I don't know, they seemed like they would be good enough for it. But they are probably made more for like Warhammer minis, because those are, I mean, they're 32 millimeter, but they're like exaggerated 32 millimeter. And I guarantee they're probably a lot lighter than this giant ball and chain and this. I was able to get the, okay, here, I got a bag of the parts. Was able to get this arm to stick with my magnet, and I mean, I have the magnet inserted in there. This one worked. I think it was, yeah, it would have been right there, but I was like, it's cool, but the wooden spear is so much cooler. I almost wanted to go with this arm over that arm, because I like the wooden club, and I like the fact that there's like a sword stuck through it. A couple swords, really. But I don't know. The awesome like ball and chain as a weapon is so much cooler. Yeah, there's my, I mean, I almost got it. I got part of it. I think he looks better without it, honestly. I still don't know what the heck this thing is. I thought about using it on the base. I'm like, there's not really enough room. And then that little tiny, oh, that kind of would have been cool tuck in there. Like, I might paint that silver and tuck that like down here in the bush, something like that. I'm gonna leave that out because I'm probably gonna add that in there. Because yeah, that would be kind of cool to just like stick it laying on its side like that type of deal. Just plop it down there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Originally I was going to do a kind of normal stone base, and then like, you know what, I haven't used the slate rocks in a while, and I like how those look. So yeah, I mean, okay, I think, I don't know why that's got some slate dust on it, but I think the wood looks so cool. I love doing the wood stain brown and then adding that I think it's just the brown wash, yeah, which is also known as strong tone, over it. It just gives it such a cool wooden look. For him, let me kill the light here real quick. He actually might look better under light, but for his body, I hit him all with a flesh wash, but I did do the back a little darker just to kind of give him more of like a, maybe like a sunburn kind of look. I ended up not opting for a lot of highlights or really any highlights at all, because I don't know, I felt the washes kind of gave it enough detail, especially since I used a lot of different browns. One thing that I didn't realize until right before I recorded this is the model's kind of goofy, and it may not seem goofy to you guys, but it's goofy to me that he has an actual like functioning belt with, I don't know what that piece is called, but you know, it's like the metal piece, the little thing that flips up, and yeah. And it's not just like a rope or something like tied around his waist. Like his boots are like strapped on with these thin strings, and then he's just straight up got like a functioning belt. Like, I get they're not like completely dumb creatures, but who made that belt? Like, did the prison that, you know, he got this ball from give him that belt? That's funny. His mouth turned out really well. I like his teeth. Like I said, kind of hard to see. Let me turn that off there. His tongue, I used the pink and then I hit it with the brown wash, I think. Gave him some orange eyes. I don't remember where I saw the orange eyes at. I zoom. Yeah, new camera's awesome. But yeah, it's there you can kind of tell too, where his belly gets a little lighter, and his back is much more burnt and dark. Gave him some nice blood from those arrow wounds. Yeah, I really enjoyed this figure, and I like the framework set well enough, but I don't know. When the Basilisk finally does release, I will get that before I make my final verdict, but I like being able to customize, but I think that's more of like a Warhammer thing. Now player characters, that's awesome. Like, and they do have some classes, so I think there's a couple wizards and a monk, and a paladin, so like you can customize, and I think that's where they really need to stick with this line, is the class sets, because it's cool being able to customize your monster, but in this world, maybe if I didn't have a 3D printer I'd think otherwise, but I mean, I can get a lot of crazy cool models for my 3D printer, and you know, like even just this. So this is a ghoul from Loot Studios, right? And I flipped it, and now I have another ghoul from Loot Studios. Same model, but since they're mirrored, they're gonna look a little different on the table. That helmet fit my little ghoul? Kind of. Ghoul's head's a little bigger. That helmet could have been a little bigger, but what are you gonna do? Do I have a... Actually, I do have a 28mm Duogar right here. This is from the one. It's close. It's still a little small. Must have been like a gnome or a halfling helmet. I was kind of questioning the heads. That head is pretty normal size. The other head's a little small, but it is kind of elfish. Where'd that Duogar go? those are about to scale. Yeah. Okay. Before I ramble on about random crap anymore, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.